Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that may or may not be 5 minutes. Today in the news, Returnal has come to PC, and apparently nobody knew. Over the weekend, Returnal, the roguelike sci-fi shooter that borders on horror and is truly fantastic, made its intergalactic journey from PlayStation to PC. And much like with previous PlayStation titles ported over, it really didn't land that well. With just under 7,000 concurrent players on Steam in its first weekend, the game seems to have at least beat Sackboy for players, but fell well below established franchises like God of War, Marvel's Spider-Man, or Horizon. And sure, it's a new and smaller IP, so I guess it wasn't on a lot of people's radar, but still, it felt like there was no marketing when it came to the release. Like, I didn't see much of it. I saw maybe one tweet once. And that sucks, man, because Returnal is worth it. There's so many surprises in that game, I can't even begin. I'm not even going to try to describe it because it would ruin everything. It's worth the look. And I wonder maybe if that was the problem, because when it comes to PlayStation, I feel like because they release their first-party titles on PlayStation and they don't put them out on PC for a while, either you're going to get it or you're going to look up information about it. Those are the only two options. You can't get like an Xbox situation where they're putting it out on PC and Xbox at the same time, which is, I think, where Xbox shines. PlayStation, on the other hand, is like, look, if you want to play it, buy a PlayStation. And maybe by the time it comes out, be it Horizon or God of War, whatever. I mean, God of War is different. They timed that perfectly with God of War 2, and that makes sense. So I'm very curious, what do you think about all that? And while we're talking about space-related gaming, a Starfield leak appeared online, but there was a catch. On Reddit, a leaked screenshot of the upcoming Starfield cinematic trailer showed up, and people immediately had thoughts on why it looks so bad. As PC Gamer said, if it were a genuine leak, it'd be a pretty crappy one, but it isn't even that. The leaked image was made to look like a blurry off-screen photo. All good video game leaks are snapped while jogging by someone's monitor, and the Jodie Foster-esque character kinda looks like a character who appeared in the 15-minute Starfield gameplay reveal last year. Aside from looking like it could be a Starfield image, turns out it was all AI created in mid-journey. And now we enter a new journey together on this wild trip called the internet, because this is the future. AI and various faces on body, things showing up online. There's gonna be a lot more of that, and over the next few years, expect to see a lot of things that are just not real at all. And normally you'd think, oh, well then I just won't believe a lot of what's going on the internet. But here's the thing. You shouldn't be doing that anyway, and a lot of people do. And more importantly, the way business and news and things works in the internet age, the first one to get the information out usually makes the biggest splash, makes the most money, gets the most credit. And now we have to figure out if that I got it out first is even real. So that should be fun. The thing is, it's made even harder because inside sources have said for a while now that Starfield was coming together slowly, had some issues, that's going to be pushed back maybe, and then the leaker did this fake leak and then said, oh yeah, it's coming in October. And of course, it seems easy to buy into. They fed into everyone's biases already. Sure, thankfully people did see it as fake, had the evidence to prove it was fake, and it was taken down. But we're definitely going to see more of this as time goes on, as we see more images and various graphics that seem totally real, but in the end aren't. In other, much happier news, Firaxis Games has confirmed it. A new Civ is on the way. A potential Civ VII is coming, and Ed Beach, franchise lead designer for Civ VI, will continue his role as creative director for the new game. The next entry of the turn-based strategy series was confirmed alongside the announcement of a major shakeup at 2K Games Studio, which will see XCOM director Jake Solomon and studio head Steve Martin leave the company. Obviously, we don't really know anything about the game yet, except that it's coming, but that's very exciting for me. I'm a huge Civ fan. It is my go-to when I've got downtime or a video's rendering over here and I'm just trying to kill time, or late at night. It's my one more turn game. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, one more turn, I got this. And then 8 hours goes by. I love Civ games. So I pose you the question to my Civ fans out there. What would you want to see in a Civ 7 that either wasn't in 6 or 5, like an old thing that they brought back? For me, I'm a simple man. I like changing it up, so whatever they give me, I'll probably gobble up. But I do miss when the portraits of the leaders would change over periods, or when you had a throne room. Remember that? Oh, those were good times. Good times. Also, give us more mods. I've said this before, I'll say it again. I miss the Fall from Heaven mod. That was my shit. Loved it. What about you? Let me know as I hit the microphone. Speaking of Sid games or One More Turn games, I play a lot of those, especially over on twitch.tv/Jesse Cox. So hey, go over and give me a follow. That's it for me. See y'all tomorrow for another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News.